What's up, everybody? It's Dad to bring you guys another video. For those of you guys who are Americans, tomorrow is election day. Tell me who you're going to be voting for in the comment section. Tell me if you're going to be voting for either Biden or Trump, or you're going to be voting not at all, or you'll be running in a candidate, or that you can't vote at all due to the fact that you may have a felony, or you may be living outside the country, you're not even American. Tell me what your thoughts about politics, or you're completely apolitical, you don't care. You want to go about your business. Tell me what your personal political beliefs down below. I am a Trump supporter, and this is not going to be focused on politics. I'm going to be talking about gaming. I want to talk about the PlayStation 5 for a minute. But anyway, this is miscellaneous channel, by the way. But I am a Donald Trump supporter. I support Donald Trump due to his immigration policies that disproportionately affect Black Americans when it comes to wages. I support Donald Trump when it comes to school choice. I'll support Donald Trump when it comes to gun rights. Sadly, however, he has broke this promise in his 2016 campaign by banning bump stocks and passing red flag laws. I don't know if those are going to be repealed, but we'll see how it goes. Economic policies that have benefited every American, every ethnic group, including whites. Some of the support of Donald Trump has stemmed from a lot of the chaos that's been ensuing amongst the Black Lives Matter group, which I also don't support, even though I'm Black myself. I don't support them not because I support them on an ideological basis when it comes to race, but I don't support them due to their actions, tearing up a properties, rioting, and basically destroying race relations. Like they're really pushing segregation and whatnot, and are making more people racist. So they're doing the direct opposite, and they know what they're doing. They want to destroy the nuclear family. They're Marxists, etc. It's also because of them that you really don't have nothing more than a choice but to vote for Trump or not vote at all, or like I said, write a third-party candidate. But Donald Trump seems he's pretty much going to win this election. I'll be shocked if Joe Biden wins. I really will be shocked. Of course, my life is not going to end if Joe Biden wins. I don't put my faith in politics. My life continues. We had Obama in office, and he caused a lot of havoc, whatnot. But nevertheless, though, life went on. So I don't put my trust and faith in politicians to make myself financially successful or to make myself morally or socially better in any way, shape, or form, or to destroy my relationships, whatnot. I don't allow politics to do any of that. People, however, allow that to happen. People's gods are politics. And so I'm not going to destroy my relationship with people, or I'm going to become depressed, or if Joe Biden wins, I'm not going to lose. I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm not going to go crazy. Like these people are like crying and yelling and screaming. It's unacceptable. And so I just want to get that out there. If you guys are going to be, like I said, tell me what your thoughts are about politics. If you're living outside the country, tell me what you think about American politics. And if you were living in the United States of America as a citizen, who would you vote for? And if you wouldn't vote or for neither, you would rather have somebody else, let me know in the comment section. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because tomorrow's going to be heavy. A lot of people, by the way, are boarding up their businesses because they think it's going to be a lot of havoc. If Trump wins, people expect a lot of protesting to be going on and rioting from tomorrow all the way up to inauguration of 2021 of January. Sorry. So take that consideration. So yeah, stay safe. So that's out of the way. Let's talk about the topic of the game right now. Now, folks, I made a video about a week ago about my thoughts about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I said that I will not be getting a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. However, I am starting to slowly change my mind in regards to the PlayStation 5. Why? Because of four reasons. Four reasons. Starting with number one. More Demon Souls remake gameplay, okay, which makes the game look even more even more thirsty. And I have a pre-order copy of Demon Souls for $50.10 from Walmart. I don't know how I got that, but I'm going to be getting it for literally that much, which is fantastic. I already have my my DualSense. I'm going to have a hard time trying to adjust that name, but DualSense 5, DualShock 5, I'm just going to call it DualShock 5, screw it. DualShock 5 controller and my PlayStation 5 HD camera on pre-order. But I was still debating whether I want to get a PlayStation 5. The second reason why I want to get a PlayStation 5 is the fact that more studios, okay, are starting due to Sony's Game Boost mode that's going to be available in a lot of these titles. Sony's first party and exclusives, or even second, third party exclusives like Bloodborne. We'll talk about that in a second. But the first party exclusives like God of War and Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch, God of War from Santa Monica. These games are going to have a game boost mode that will increase the frame rate of the games to potentially to 60 frames per second. I don't know if these games are going to be a solid 60 frames per second, but that is a major encouragement. I have still yet to this day in 2020, I have yet to play Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, Ghost of Tsushima came out this year, so that's understandable. Still brand new, steelbook, and I have yet to play God of War. I have not played God of War because I've been so disinterested in oh my goodness, uninterested in the gameplay due to the fact that it's not really fast paced, whatnot, etc. So the fact that these games are going to be upscaled, and even on Sony's PlayStation Plus collection that's going to be released at launch, which is going to have third party games like Fallout 4 and I already forgot. I actually want to read the list of the PSN collection that's coming at launch right here. So we have Fallout 4. We have, actually I'm going to read the whole list. We have Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Bloodborne, Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, Zombies, Chronicles, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, Days Gone, Destroy and Become Human, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, God of War, Infamous Second Son, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, nice, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil 7, Uncharted 4, Thieves End, Until Dawn. Okay, so these games are going to get a game boost and increases frame rate. Okay, so games like The Last of Us Remastered are already at solid 60 frames per second, but they're going to get lower load times. And The Last of Us Remastered, I believe, has already got a patch. I don't know what it is. I think it was 1.07 or 1.05. I'm not sure what number patch it was, but it got a patch, which was crazy, as that game came out the second year it came out a year after it came out less than a year after the PlayStation 4's launch in June, I think, of 2014. But I know it came out in 2014, but I could be wrong about the month. So the game's got an update with lower load times, and this can be so beneficial for a game like that. Now, again, I have yet to play The Last of Us Remastered, but I really hope that this game will take advantage of game boosts. Now, I've completely ignored the rumors. I'm going to be getting The Last of Us Part 2 at Black Friday. Hopefully it's $29.99, okay? There's a lot of controversy, but I completely forced myself to live under a rock when it comes to the story. I have not spoiled anything. I'm not listening to any critics whatsoever. I'm going to be getting it, and I will therefore come to my own conclusion whether it's garbage, whether it's decent, whether it's mediocre, whether actually I disagree, whether the critics is actually quite amazing. I know it's not going to be better than the original, but we'll see how that goes. But other titles like God of War, Tsushima, these games are officially confirmed to be 60 up to 60 frames per second by the developers themselves. Not hearsay, but developers themselves. Also, Days Gone on this list got a 1.07 update, a 25 gigabyte update that's going to be released that's prepping itself for the PlayStation 5. And so I also is another game I never played, Days Gone. I got Days Gone for Black Friday I think it was a state of play deal that I got Days Gone for. I got it for $20. $20 for Days Gone. And I read the reviews was mediocre, basically. They're the same company that developed Uncharted Golden Abyss for PlayStation Vita. So that's a major transition to make. So I'll be playing those games, and they're going to be upscaled 60 frames per second. I hope Days Gone. And by the way, like I said, in general, for the description of the update for Days Gone, it said it had improvements, stability improvements, stuff like that, load time. So hopefully the game will be pretty good for the PlayStation 5. I hope all these games, but all these games are going to be taking advantage of game boost. So hopefully these games are on 60 frames per second, pretty much solid. Persona 5, that game being at 60 frames per second, even though it's not necessary whatsoever, as is a turn-based JRPG. Any turn-based JRPGs can be 30 frames per second till the end of time. That's an exception. They don't need to be 60 frames. I don't see the point of the games being 60 frames per second unless you want to fast speed. But Persona gives you that option to fast combat. You know what I'm saying? It's been that way even with Shin Megami Tensei. So, these games are going to have steady frame rates. Resident Evil 7, I believe, is going to really take advantage of that. Uncharted 4, I cross fingers, hopefully is 60 frames per second. Bloodborne, definitely, hopefully 60 frames per second. Those two are really the ones I'm more concerned about, is Bloodborne and Uncharted 4. Now, and hopefully we can see some frame rate improvements for Horizon Zero Dawn. So this second reason right here. So I mentioned earlier was Demon Souls, really looking good as a launch title for the remake, looking really great. A lot of the confirmations and things are going to be into it about the world tendency. If you have never played Demon Souls, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. But things like world tendency, weapons, characters returning, voice actors, the music being being remastered, given that having the option to play in the form of playing the game in a classic feel. More of that confirmation said, okay, you know what? I got to get this game, man. I don't want to wait. Demon Souls is a really huge incentive for me to get a PlayStation 5 at this point. Number two, like I said, the game boost for games like Bloodborne and Uncharted 4, God of War and Ghost of Tsushima are getting confirmations up to 60 frames per second. I don't care about the resolution. That's irrelevant to me. I care about frame rates. As a gamer, you must understand that I care about frame rates. And so that's the second reason. The third reason I'm getting a PlayStation 5 is that actually the accessories are quite cheap in comparison to the PlayStation 4. The HD camera, I believe, is going to be $60. The HD camera for the PlayStation 4, I believe, at launch was like 70 or 80. It's insane. I also got some PSN cards for half price off. Half price off. And so, I really have incentive to get a PlayStation 5 at this point. Sony's starting to bring in more stuff in. More game, another launch exclusive got pushed back. But also Ratchet and Clank, not this reboot that's going to be part of the Game Pass. I'm sorry, a part of the PSN Plus collection. But Ratchet and Clank, A Rift in Time, more rumors and reports about it is going to be really coming out really early amongst the PlayStation 5. So that is a title to motivate me to go get a PlayStation 5 as well. Usually I wait about a good 3 to 4 years after a console comes out before I start purchasing it for the exclusives, like I did with the PlayStation 4. I waited to 2015 when Bloodborne came out. Then I got Infamous Second Son, First Light. I got what else? I got Killzone. I got Knack. I got Resogun, and some other titles I can't remember. I got Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. That was a multi-plat, but I wanted to get it, and it was available on PC. And so, knowing Metal Gear, none of the games were on PC except for like the original, and like Metal Gear Solid 2. But other than that, the other games never been remastered, etc. And I never expected Metal Gear Solid 5 to make its way on PC. And down the road, I had actually uploaded a gameplay video of it, like a benchmark of it. You know what I'm saying, of my graphics. I think it was on a 970. It runs so good. It was so optimized. It was fantastic. And so, but that was like, I think a year after the consoles. And I was never expecting that. I was like, we're never going to, I'm not saying never, but we're not going to, don't expect a Metal Gear game on PC for a long time. And so that shocked me. So that's why I got Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. And there was some other, like I said, other titles I can't remember. But nevertheless, though, this is great stuff. This is absolutely great stuff. And so, those are three reasons. I think the fourth, I said fourth reason. I don't think I have a fourth reason. But right now, now at this point, it's becoming really likely for me to get a PlayStation 5 at launch. Actually, I won't have it at launch. It's being shipped to me. I bought a purchase from Target. So shout out to Afterlife Battlefront, who said he wanted to secure and do a transaction for the PlayStation 5, dude. Who knows, man? Hey, I may change my mind, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't promise you, but I said if I would get it, you know what I'm saying, I would do a transaction with you. But Sony's really bringing me into getting a PlayStation 5. Even though some of these games that Sony confirmed are going to be coming to PlayStation 4, like even Horizon 2, Forbidden West, they're going to be at 60 frames per second. You know what I'm saying, on PlayStation 5. I mean, I would be shocked if Horizon 2 is 30 frames per second, you know what I'm saying, on PlayStation 5, and yet it's even 30 frames per second on PS4. Like, nah, that's unacceptable. So we're seeing really companies getting out of this 30 frames per second mindset, unless you're a JRPG, developer. and they're starting to bring their games to the at minimum 180p 60 frames per second as it should be. And so, it is what it is. Infamous Second Son is going to be another game. I think Infamous Second Son actually ran at unlocked frame rate. I don't think it actually was 30 frames per second. I think it was unlocked frame rate. And so, yeah, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to playing The Last of Us Remastered again on grounding mode and even on grounding mode plus, which is very difficult. But tell me, I know most of you guys have already told me in previous videos that you're not getting a PlayStation 5 at all, or Xbox Series X. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be waiting. But man, dude, Bloodborne at 60 frames per second, man, dude, man, that is going to be so helpful. So helpful. Even at unlocked frame rate, and it's not even a solid 60. That is still going to be much, much helpful. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we will always have the option to lock it or unlock it. So with Game Boost. So I got to give Sony props for that. Of course, there's been some other things I've been disappointed with Sony about. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I will not be unboxing my PlayStation 5. I will be waiting a few days after launch just to make sure that how games run on the PlayStation 5. Maybe we'll probably see some more previews of it. You know what I'm saying? Like like by Digital Foundry about the game boost. I really am curious about the game boost. That's really what I want to see. If I see these games running at 30 frames per second or barely or even constant 60, you know what I'm saying, in these games with Game Boost on PlayStation 5, then I will give up the PlayStation 5 to Afterlife Battlefront. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not worth it to me. I really want to see massive improvements. There was even rumors about Bloodborne remaster. So like a lot of rumors going around. So that's all I have to say, folks. I really am curious on how PlayStation 4, first party, second party, third party games are going to be running in terms of frame rate on PlayStation 5. People are going to be testing all of them. So we'll see how things go. But anyway, you guys have a good day. Peace out. And remember, if you're an American, be careful out there. The election day is going to be crazy. All right.